It's like if those are the
Mhm.
heroes that he's good at, and
Yeah.
you don't want him to be comfortable, then you take him away,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
So it's again the thing about Han, and this is a conversation that I had with Paradise.
Mhm.
This is a conversation I had with
Mhm.
Paradise literally like yesterday, I think it was.
Mhm.
Is Han is literally the only game, right? Han is literally
Yeah.
the only game that you can see you can literally see what your team and your enemy hero, like your enemies, what
Yeah.
heroes they specifically specialize in. You can
Yeah.
see their percentages, their KDs, their
Mhm.
win to losses. You can see what heroes they like. You can see what heroes they
Yep.
spam, what heroes they're comfortable with, what heroes they're
Yep.
not good at. Like this
Yep.
is the only MOBA that allows you to do
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
So okay, it's gonna be between Pebbles and Pyro. Yep, and it's gonna be
Oh, it's
Pebbles.
Pebble. Oh
So
no. Oh no.
and of course, old noob types on chat because he didn't get
Yeah.
his Pyro.
Yeah. You didn't get part,
So
but okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to a bit of hope that it's gonna be a better Pebbles game. Okay. I'm holding on to hope.
all right, we're holding on to hope. You heard it here first, chat. We're hoping.
All right. Oh, okay. Oh, all
It's a
right.
shame that I have to report these people for not picking Snail.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that you got to do what you got to do, right? Like you can't just let people do what they want like that. You can't let people disrespect us like that. You got to report them.
No Snail pick? Okay, easy report for me. All right. So let's take a peek here. Let's see our avatars. Old Noob using the golden avatar, so he's a
Yep.
loser. And Obi-Wan Kenobi also using the golden avatar, so they're both losers. They both
Yep.
lose. They're both going 0-1.
Yep.
GG Goni.
Yeah, so
Gonna.
I'm just disappointed all over. I get Pebbles and the golden avatar. So I'm just not having a good time with this game in particular. I
Nope.
think. That's fine. You know, it's fine.
Resident
Um,
sleeper, boys.
I'm gonna stay optimistic, and yeah, we're gonna see. Okay.
I also think it's funny that Diabetes is saying I'm 30% win rate in Mid Wars and Diamond 2 FOC queuing with Lucius Wig and Marloni. That's crazy considering that I got a Diamond solo queue. Oof. Rough.
Oh, oof.
Stalker down. Everybody cry for Diabetes.
Yeah, come on.
Poor guy.
Yep. You got called out.
Called out with things that are not even factual.
You see, not too many people know me, so I don't get called out.
My mid wars turn rate is shit because I was having a problem with Han where my Han was like skipping and lagging, so I had to dodge a bunch of games, and it made me sad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. There's been a bit of issues. Like I've had that.
It took me a bit to figure it out, but thankfully I got it fixed. Marloni, shout out to Marloni.
Yep. Let's go.
Best 1v1 on the planet.
Still, wait. Gotta see Marloni. I don't even know what my win rate is. I mean, I also have I haven't played HoN in a bit. I'm gonna need to get back. Ever since they nerfed my main, I can't. It hasn't been the same. I can't go Drunken Master and stomp a pub stomp. It sucks.
You're telling me you can't just one-shot people for no reason? What?
No, it's unfair. It's unfair to me, okay, that I can't do that.
So we're kind of seeing the difference here, Thicko, where again we're getting 2 points in Chuck on both sides of the token here, right? Both Pebbles are going for the burst. Where Snark played with the Guardian Ring and the Stone Slab skin, right? So we're both seeing that they're both playing for the burst. We're probably just going to see the bolstering armbands to go into treads, and we're probably going to see the double bracers, right? Just the strength build with the burst potential. Again, it's one of those things where it's going to be really hard to one combo down anything. So we're running into a situation. It's going to be just a war of correct decisions, right?
Yeah. No, because like you said, their builds seem to be pretty much the same. Like, there's a few differences, but not much. I don't see anything much. We can see that like they're using Chuck to deny the mana potion. Pretty normal. Going strength. But yeah, yeah, like the harass. They're able to harass, but again, I don't think there's gonna be enough damage even past 15 minutes for a kill. Like,
unless somebody makes a really bad positioning play, then you're not really gonna, even with the harass, you're not really gonna be able to pick up a kill. Again, it really just boils down to if someone can get a tower chuck, or if somebody just gets stuck in a creep wave, or there's just a lot of Q, stalactite casts coming through. It depends. It's 100% just based off pacing. So let's see.
Maybe last Pebbles game was just a fluke. Maybe it was that one. It was that one game that wasn't good. Oh.
And we actually see it. Obi-Wan actually getting the chuck under the tower on top of Old Noob. The problem is he actually didn't have the mana for the stalactites. And Old Noob actually makes the decision to turn around and chuck Obi-Wan back up in the air to stop his mana pot. That's actually a really good heads-up play, because if he didn't stop that mana pot, he's going to get stalactite and he's going to die, right? So again, the chuck play was really good. We saw Obi have the angle for it. We see the Old Noob start tanking tower. He gets away and stops the mana pot to make sure that it doesn't get stalactited. So again, that's the problem with harassing with all the early game spells, as you can see, is the fact that Obi didn't have the mana for stalactite. If Obi had the mana for stalactite, that was a kill there. But again, you just see, like I said, low mana pool. It's kind of what happens. And the thing about Pebbles, he wants strength, right? Because that's where his damage comes from. I don't think like a casual Amulet of Exile is necessarily worth it, but I don't think it's also not a bad idea. It's different. You only get three strength comparative to 6, but the 6 intelligence will give you a little bit more of a mana pool. But again, it's all relative, right? I don't necessarily think that's like the smartest move in the world, but it is what it is.
Yeah, because unless it really helps you get one extra ability or something, it's not that worth it, right? Like, it needs to be able to give you something a bit more concrete. At least strength always gives you more health and always gives you more damage, which is good for last hitting. It's good for right clicking.
So we see the difference here is that Obi-Wan decided to go double fortifying bracer comparatively to Old Noob, who's deciding to go treads first, right? He wants to get his steam boots right away. He has the glove of haste, right? Getting the 15% attack speed, or gloves of swift, sorry, and the bolstering armband for the strength. So it seems like he's just going to try and get boots first. Give him the movement speed, the attack speed, and being able to tread switch around to being agility for more attack speed, strength for more damage, and mana, just to get a little bit more of a mana pool, and also get a little bit of mana regen up front. Tiny's right click damage is pretty good at the point where you can keep him on mana treads to regen your mana slowly but surely without really taking any much harsh punishment from it. So that's pretty good.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But again, it's and we can see now Old Noob's they're like both playing a bit more safe. They don't want to be chucked back into the tower. They don't doesn't want a repeat of that basically. Old Noob doesn't want to be thrown again, so he's staying behind his creeps. He's just trying to hit the creeps that are out of position. Again, man, Obi-Wan Kenobi is super on point with those mana deny. Just every time he sees that mana potion, just uses his chuck. Oh.
Well, we take a little bit of harass.
That was
a little bit of harass off almost killing Old Noob. That was really close.
Yep.
And Old Noob staying in fog because he doesn't have a word to not get a creep thrown at him. So that's really good awareness again by Old Noob positioning. Really good.
Yeah, and you can see he managed to stun right on time. If he hadn't landed that stun that moment, he was dead because Obi-Wan was right about to hit him. So that was well played. This game's going a bit quicker than the last Pebbles game. Maybe Pebbles was the play. Maybe Pebbles games are good.
I think it's because Snark didn't have Chuck. It was going stats.
Yeah.
If you want me to be 100% honest. So Old Noob is in a pretty safe spot right now. The reason why is because Obi really doesn't have the mana to full combo. So he really doesn't have anything to worry about. Obi's still about 65 mana short for full combo. So you're running into a situation where he doesn't have the power to really combo just yet. And he's gonna just burn the Chuck damage, just to harass him down for a little bit of the regen. And again, as you can see, Old Noob's sitting on those, steam boosts right now on mana. The mana regen from it isn't the highest, but it's still better than what Tiny has. So it's not the end of the world.
But yeah.
Old Noob actually throwing a combo on Kobe. Kobe actually stunning with a stalactite. But oh no, he's stuck at the crease. The tower actually doesn't shoot up. The crease might kill Old Noob. The siege wagon. It hits him when he lives with 12 health. And no, but Obi dying to the creeps.
Oh no.
No, Obi.
Oh, that was. Both were being hit by creeps. It just came down to one coming out with like 8 HP and the other one.
You're running into a situation where, even though it was on cooldown, we were talking about the stalactite coming through, trying to get the mana for it. By the time you got the mana for it, it was off cooldown. And again, really good heads up on Old Noob to walk back and chuck it. Just to, I can't remember if it was a chuck or a stalactite. I think it was a chuck, right? Yeah. It was a chuck to stop. The mana pot was pretty good. Then you run into the situation again where he got thrown under tower early game, didn't die. And then you run into that situation where Obi ends up fucking pitching him on the creep wave, and it's just not deep enough, sadly. So the tower doesn't shoot. So there's a lot of really close, there's a lot of really close like moments, but in the end, Old Noob ends up taking it with a better finish this time, which I'm pretty happy about. So I consider it a win-win. I consider that a good game.
It was actually just a difference of pixels that did that. Oh, and we're getting your favorite hero.
Oh, these people need to be banned.
Oh yeah. Hey, okay, we need at least one today. At least one. Hopefully, it's just one.
It'll be more than one. Let's not act like we don't know. we know it's gonna be. There's gonna be a few. There's definitely gonna be a few.
The players are gonna start trolling us, I think. All right. Okay. So you know what I'm
also
looking
shout
for?
out to chat. Shout out to chat for being here for this 1v1 tournament hosted by Austin. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your time that you're spending with us, spending your your time to watch the tournament with everyone. I appreciate that.
Yeah, there's
also shout out to all the 1400s in chat. Jahawks of Diabetes, I'm talking to you. Shout out to all the obese people that keep this game alive. Shout out to you, Diabetes, for being obese. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Let's go. Yeah, we need them. We'll take whoever we can. Okay.
So now we're gonna talk about the avatars. We have Old Noob playing the spooky, scary purple avatar. Oh, my internet just decided it didn't want to work. We have the Old Noob playing the Paragon spooky purple avatar, and we have Obi-Wan Kenobi playing Greed, the gold chucker, if you will. The question is, what avatar wins this?
Well, how close are we to Christmas? Because one of them's kind of a ghost, Not Christmas, I mean Halloween. I know my holidays. I know my dates.
I know where I am today.
Exactly. But yeah, no. How close are we to Halloween? 1 month away.
About 1 month enough. Change.
Yeah, is 1 month enough to win that? I think you know what, I'm gonna give it to Old Noob. I'm gonna give it to Old. I think with that I prefer that avatar.
Okay, I see ya. All right, so again, like we were talking about before, big thing about Soul Stealer is that your right clicks end up doing damage the more denies and creeps you get. Just from your soul gain passive, right? Your soul steal passive giving you 2 damage per soul is kind of a big deal. It doesn't seem like a lot early game, but it is. It is. Demon Hand being 100 magic damage at level 1 kind of gives you the ability to nuke as long as you're good with hands, right? Yep. As long as you're pretty good at aiming, it kind of gives you a good little burst on top of everything. And at level 2, it's 175 per hand. So you saw the Obi there kind of hit the medium hand and kind of nuked out Old Noob a little bit, making it force the Tango. So you can see the damage at level 3 is a little bit more high than the other heroes that we see. Specifically, just trying to get demon hands through. That's where you're going to get your kills from. And you can see that comparatively here, and you see that they're really challenging each other for CS because they don't want the other one to get an advantage with souls. I think they probably both have 10 souls at this point, so their damage is pretty the same. Actually, no, they don't. Actually, Old Noob won't. Old Noob has about 7 right now because he only has, now will be 8 because he didn't have the nice and creep kills. So he wasn't at 10 just yet. He's getting there.
And we're... But yeah, those hands can do a lot of damage because they're 3 separate abilities. So if you can hit all 3 of them, it's pretty much, you can pretty much kill like one hero with the 3 of them if you hit all of them. which is pretty nice. And we're also seeing that they're leveling up Q and W. They want to get as much mini souls, and they want the hands. That's what I'm looking at.
All right, so I'm hoping that Obi-Wan doesn't go Chalice and accidentally Chalice or BM Chalice and kill himself on the creep wave again. That's the only thing I want. That's all I care about. As long as we don't get another, Keck W Chalice play, I think we'll be okay.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna cross our fingers. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We've seen it once. Let's not have it happen. Man, I'm looking at their damage. Yeah, Soul Stealer gets a lot of attack damage.
Oh yeah, Soul Stealer. The damage he gets and the way that he gets to play, specifically because of Soul Steal, is super huge. Even at being level 2, you get 20 souls and it's 2 damage per soul, right? So if you have max souls, you're getting 40 right-click damage up front for free, no questions asked. So your ability to right-click is pretty spooky, and it seems like Obi only has 19 right now. Good double hand combo on top of Old Noob. Good, and you saw right there, he was positioned pretty good. You can see that he's positioned pretty good, and he just placed himself in a good spot where he could, just triple hand real quick if he needed to, but he only needed the double because Old Noob didn't walk out to further range. So he got the quick little double off to get the damage on Old Noob. So now Old Noob sending himself out some mana pots and some, health pots and some regen. He's trying to be good. Obi's gonna let the regen go through. Oh no, he went medium hand instead. Obi actually gave the triple hands there. So that was really good by Obi. Obi missed Obi missed one of the hands because he went medium because Obi walked in, and you saw he's basically got a close hand, medium hand, and then a far hand. So there's a quick W, quick Q, W, E, but he also weaved an auto in there. If he would have weaved one more auto between the hands, he actually would end up getting the kill there. And he was in range that even if he weaved a second auto after the close one, the medium one would still hit, and the long one still would hit as well.
Yep.
So just just trying to get the burst out there.
Just
and Obi's actually in a position for a big hand. Okay, good dodge by Obi.
Obi has to stay far back, and that means he can't get any last hits, which is even worse now that he's actually no, he still is at max.
Oh no! Obi walked up greedily to get a hand on the creep wave, and Old Noob just followed through and threw a nice long range hand, pressing the old E button and picking up the kill on Obi-Wan Kenobi. So that's the win on the side for Snarky Boy, or not. Jeez, I don't know why I said that. Sorry.